These are the Monkey Business playing cards by Theron Throwbridge. And when he emailed me about these playing cards, he originally said that he wanted to take the Sock Monkey idea and combine it with the regular bicycle deck. So on the front of the tuck box, it just says Monkey Business Monkey Back playing cards. On one long edge, it says Sock Monkey playing cards. And on the other side, it says Monkey Business Magic. The top of the tuck box says Monkey, and the bottom has some ad copy. The back is going to be reminiscent of the back design, and you get your standard USPCC tuck seal. On the large inner tuck flap, you get a Sock Monkey, and the two small inner tuck flaps say 52 exclamation point. And the way that he incorporated the Sock Monkeys in the original rider back design is absolutely stunning, even the way that he incorporates the stitching throughout it. And somehow he made it both simple and complex. And without looking at the back design, if you saw a fan with this deck, you wouldn't know it wasn't a rider back. The deck does come in new deck order, and then your number cards and all the rest of the cards are pretty much going to be done with Arco faces. So not your normal deck that you'd get from Bicycle, but this is what your diamonds are going to look like, your clubs, and your hearts. Your three aces are going to follow suit. And although the court cards are all going to be pretty much standard, I do wish that these court cards would have been a bit more customized. Like if the King of Diamonds right here was been like holding a Sock Monkey or something, I think that could have been kind of cool. I think there's a lot of different ways, whether it be stitching on the clothes being different or something that could have really made this deck a bit more cohesive, but sometimes simplicity is key. Here are your semi-duplicate Monkey Business Jokers. Then for your first ad card, you get a double backer. Then your second ad card is an ad card for Monkey Business Magic and the Magic Apple. And last but not least, your Ace of Spades. When it comes to the Faro shuffle for this deck, it Faros perfectly every other from bottom to top, and from top to bottom, Faros just as easily. When it comes to the stock and the feel of this deck of playing cards, it is a little bit thicker than a normal deck of bikes, which I thought was interesting considering that was what he was modeling it after. But even though it's a little thicker, it is definitely more on the buttery side in comparison to Snappy. Buttery decks are more for things like Under Pressure, which look like this. And then Snappy decks are more for things like Backdrop or ATM, so Backdrop being this. So Snappy decks clearly, like, you're going to be able to use this deck for both, so you're not really going to have a problem. The only thing I would maybe watch out for is a little bit of warping considering how buttery it is. I mean, I did Under Pressure one time, and you're getting a little bit of warping right there in the middle. So that's the only thing I'd probably watch out for this deck, is just because it is so buttery and it's so easy to handle that it does have the ability to maybe warp on you. There's actually two other things that you'll want to know about this deck. The first is that he also sells a stripper deck of this deck of playing cards, and if you want to pick that up, I will link it in the description below. It's on his Etsy shop in comparison to where he sells most of the decks at the Magic Apple. The other thing that was pretty cool that he actually started working on recently is 3D printing. So he actually sent me this as well, which honestly I thought was pretty dang cool because I've never had somebody send me something like this with a deck of cards where it's something 3D printed to go along with it. So if anybody's thinking about getting into 3D printing with playing cards, please go ahead and do so and let me know if you're going to, because honestly, this is such a cool idea. Once again, thanks to Mr. Thornbridge for sponsoring this video, and if you want to check out his playing cards, check them out here or in the description below. And if you want to check out another deck review, you can check it out right there. Subscribe for more deck reviews just like this one, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. This is CPM, signing off.